all about survival now.
Really think you're gonna take this community from us?
At any cost.
I know this sounds insane, but this is an insane world.
You're fucking with the wrong people.
This video is sponsored by Crazy Rick Grimes. Link to the page will be in the description below. Right, what's going on guys? It is Relentless and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing this week's episode of The Walking Dead Season 6. And like all my other reviews, this review will contain spoilers, so if you've not seen the newest Walking Dead episode, please click off the video now. Now let me start by saying that this episode was entirely a Morgan flashback, so we did not get to see what happened to Glenn, what happened with Rick in the last episode entitled Thank You. This was entirely a way of AMC to give us a breather from all the shock that we received in the episode prior by giving us the long-awaited backstory of Morgan and how he got to where he is now. From the episode Clear in Season 3 when he was crazy and he tried to kill Rick, that's when the crazy moment started, and then way up until now, where he is now, and how he became, you know, the sort of Jedi Knight we all know, and how he learned to use that their staff slash pole thing and wield it like Darth Maul, for example. In this episode, a lot of people didn't like it, but they're not really Walking Dead fans. They wanted to see all-out action. They wanted to see what happened to Glenn, because people moaned and complained, don't kill Glenn off, Glenn's dead, is he? A lot of people believe Glenn is dead, but you have to believe that he's not dead, because I have proof that he is alive and he will be back for the next episode. Well, maybe not next episode, maybe episode 7 at most. We're going to see the outcome of Glenn's death, or apparent death if you're going to look at it that way, but his real outcome and how he's going to come back and, you know, shock us all with the fact that he'll be alive. But the cinematography for this episode, I liked it. I did like the dialogue with Morgan. I really liked the beginning of it, where Morgan was in, you know, his sort of apartment sort of thing, where after, like the night after Rick found him there, he goes all crazy and starts shouting and moaning. I didn't know what he was saying. He just starts shouting in front of this fire. Then the intro started, and then he was actually killing human beings like on the road. So, you know, he kind of had the way, he was kind of the way Rick is now. He would kill anyone if they were in his way. They were trying to prevent him and his family from living. Morgan was like that, but Morgan didn't really have a purpose. He didn't have a family because they're all dead now. Dwayne died prior to us seeing him in Season 3. So when you take Morgan there and take him way up to now, in this episode we definitely get to see him coming back from insanity. Well, he kind of was crazy. He wasn't entirely insane, but he was crazy. Kind of like Crazy Rick, the way Crazy Rick was. He comes across this guy called Cheesemaker, and he's pretty good. I really like the character, but he was alright. That's all I'm gonna say about that. He was alright, but I really liked how he gave Morgan, you know, a purpose and made him come back and not make him go too far gone. I liked how they used that in this episode. Morgan's tried to kill him a couple of times throughout the episode, and Cheesemaker or Eastwood, I think it's Cheesemaker or Eastwood, he brought him back, so it was really cool. And probably one of my favourite moments from this episode was when probably when Morgan actually, you know, was in the cage and just constantly started shouting, you know, kill me. On multiple occasions that did happen throughout the episode, but I really liked that moment because, you know, Morgan didn't want to be in the world anymore. He had no purpose, but then Cheesemaker didn't want to kill him. He had his all life is precious philosophy, and that passed on to Morgan. In this episode, the Cheesemaker does die, and then Morgan buries him, and then that's when the episode begins, you know, Morgan's journey towards finding Rick Grimes. At the very end, well, towards the end, we do get to see something really nice. It's Morgan on the train tracks that lead to Terminus. You see the sign that says the Terminus, sanctuary for all, community for all, those who arrive survive. Terminus. I really like that aspect, and I wish we could have got a little more, and we could have spent less time with Cheesemaker and just follow our journey with Morgan to where we found him in where we see him in season 5 at the end of episode 1, No Sanctuary. I wish they could have done that, but nah, they didn't. And then we flash forward back into the present where Morgan has the wolf. You know, remember the leader with the long hair at the end of season 5? He's in this episode. He's captured by Morgan. I don't know why Morgan's just holding him captive now. I don't think Morgan wants to kill him because he's going with the all life is precious thing. But if Rick came back and discovered this, there's no doubt Rick will put him down without a thought. So I don't know what Morgan's doing with that wolf, but I do think this wolf is definitely going to get out of that there, little area he's locked up in. Nobody knows about it, only Morgan. Nobody knows that Morgan let them wolves out and that almost got Rick killed. So what will Rick do when he finds out that Morgan actually has this wolf locked up in Alexandria? Will the wolf get out before even Rick discovers that there is a wolf in Alexandria? We'll just have to find out and see, because that's all we can do really. But I cannot wait for the next final 4 episodes, or the first half of the season. I think they're going to be really, really good. Now that we've passed, the insane beginning of the season and then the slowed down episode for Morgan, we're definitely going to get into the really good stuff now. It's going to be really interesting. We're going to find out what happened to Glenn, hopefully. I guarantee you we will. Maybe in episode 7 or 8. But cannot wait for next week, guys. As you know, cannot wait. Love The Walking Dead. Anyways, guys, that is my review for this week's episode of The Walking Dead, entitled Here's Not Here. And I'm going to give it a final rating of 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more Walking Dead content coming your way very soon. Until next time, I will see you guys later. And remember, if you subscribe, you will survive.